Mediocre Murad has high expectations. He believes goals over systems. He tells himself, you know what, tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m. Then I'm going to do a 3 hour deep work block. Then after that, I'll do another 3 hour deep work block. Then afterwards, I'll do this, then I'll do that. He then tells himself, you know what, I need to run a half marathon tomorrow in order to lose all the weight I've gained in the last month. However, mediocre Murad is never consistent with the good habits, and therefore he never makes real progress towards his goals. Meanwhile, exceptional Imran has prioritized the system over the goals, the schedule over the intensity. He knows that sometimes he'll wake up and it'll be much harder to do the work, and other times it'll be much easier. He knows that he can't put 100% every single day, because it's impossible. However, he's managed to create a system that churns out work every single day no matter what. Assalamu alaikum, my bro. My name's Pablo and I'm a productivity coach dedicated in helping young Muslim men fulfill their potential. So alhamdulillah, over the past year I've been able to upload every single day on various social media platforms. And as a result, I've picked up many productivity tactics along the way. So whether you're an aspiring content creator, aspiring entrepreneur, or simply a student, I invite you to enroll in my free productivity course specifically designed to maximize your time. So this is actually a recent story. And not even like recent, like in the past month or 2 months. I mean, this is like literally in the past week. So over the past week, I've had very minor health issues. But of course, when your health is at risk or, there's a problem there, you need to take care of yourself. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not that deep, but still you need to be careful what you do, especially when your health is at risk. So of course, over the past week, I've exerted less energy in my work, from writing, recording, to editing. Because the thing is, your health is the most important thing. When you have health, you have 1,000 problems. When you don't have health, you only have one problem, and that is, you want to be healthy. So I was like, you know what? I still need to show up. I still need to do what needs to be done. However, I'll be less intensive. I'll be less vigorous, rigorous, whatever the word is. I just won't be hard on myself. I'll just show up and see what I can do. If it's 50% less, if it's 80% less, that's still better than nothing at all. And this is especially the case when I wrote this and when I'm recording this, which is the 8th of November 2024. I woke up and I was like, you know what? I need to do this script. I can't just go back to sleep and wake up late again, which I'd done for the previous 2 days. So I woke up this morning on just over 7 hours of sleep. However, for me, I need way more. 8, 9 minimum. Secondly, I had no coffee because I was like, you know what? I don't want to get the jitters and the anxiety that comes with coffee. Furthermore, I'm still trying to recover from this health issue that I had. So I was like, you know what? Let me just show up, even if it's terrible. Let me just see and do the bare minimum. So I sat at my desk and I knew all these conditions would make me less productive. But I was like, you know what? I don't care. I have to do what I need to do. So firstly, as I said before, I haven't done deep work in a couple days, so I'm a bit rusty. Furthermore, I'm not drinking coffee, so I'm less focused and more tired. Added, I'm not on my usual amount of sleep. I'm only on 7 hours, which is still good, but I'm still tired. Not extremely tired, but still. So I was like, you know what, let me just do the work. I need to do something. I can't just go back to sleep. I can't just waste time scrolling on my phone. I actually have to sit down and do work. But I won't overburden myself with these high expectations. I won't say, you know what, you've been off for a week, you need to sit down and write 10,000 words. No, it'd be unreasonable. And the thing is, let me tell you this one thing. My first script that I'm not even recording today, it took me 2 hours to do. Normally I can do it in 50 minutes, but I was like, you know what? I'll prioritize completing it, but also not like overburdening myself. So normally I'd write a script in about 50 minutes, 1.5k words in 50 minutes, very doable. Sometimes even 45 minutes, even 40. But today, my first script was 2 hours. I'm not even recording it today. I'm recording my second script that I done, which was about 40 minutes, but that's because I basically knew what I was going to say straight away. And the thing is, when I was writing it, I was way more prone to distractions. I was less sharp, there was less mental clarity, I was more, phased. But the thing is, I still sat down and tried to complete it. I didn't say I have to do 1.5k words in 50 minutes. I was like, you know what? Just show up. So alhamdulillah, I completed the task and we move on. You see, the thing is, the experience I've acquired over the last 13 months, I've realized it would be unreasonable to set these unrealistic expectations from the start. Because the thing is, I've seen it everywhere. People around me in my inner circle, people outside of my inner circle, everywhere. People say, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. However, they never achieve consistency. Why? Because they burden themselves with these high expectations from the start. This is due to the fact that setting the bar of expectations extremely high will be impossible to maintain. It's like saying to a bad student, someone who's getting F's, D's, E's, getting all the bad grades, okay, cool. Wake up tomorrow at 4 a.m. and do active revision. He won't even know what active revision is. He won't even know how to revise, let alone the best techniques. So of course, if someone's failing their A-levels, you can't say, do this, this, and this, and you'll turn your grades around in no time. No, you have to start off small. You have to start off low and then gradually increase the intensity. Because the thing is, their mind and body is not used to it. It's not used to revising for 6 hours a day. So I applied the same logic to myself. I was like, you know what? Even though for the past 13 months I've been waking up every single day and doing deep work, due to all the factors that's happened, I was like, you know what? Let me just see what I can do today. I don't overburden myself with these high expectations. I don't say do this, do this, do this, or you're a failure. I'm like, nah. Whatever happens, happens. The key thing is that you actually just have to show up. 5 minutes or 5 hours is the same thing. You see, this approach will allow you to build momentum again. You see all that momentum you built over the past 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, years, whatever the case may be. It's actually lost when you enter a rut for a couple days, weeks, or even a month. You see, the thing is, no matter how you've lived your life, before the blip, you still need to start off small. Because it would be extremely unreasonable to suggest, and take this as a first-hand account, that you can go from some guy who, was waking up late every day for the last week, then switch back to your old self. No, it doesn't work like that. Even myself, I was waking up every single day after Fajr. I found it very hard to do it today. As I said before, I used to write 1.5k words in about 50 minutes at max. I found it difficult to even write 200 words in 30 minutes. Do you know how crazy that is? And it only happened for 1 week. The reason for this, as I said before, your mind and body gets used to how you live. If you're living like a bum for 1 week, or if you're living like some unproductive guy for 1 week, your mind and body quickly gets used to it. And so you become unproductive and very lazy. And so the way to break out of this is to set the bar of expectations extremely low. And yes, it may hurt your ego. And yes, you may think, you know what? I was this guy waking up early every single day, doing this, doing that. And now I have to do the bare minimum. But this is how you build momentum again. So for example, you used to stay up after Fajr every single morning and do, 3 practice papers. Tomorrow morning, just do 1 practice paper and that's it. And you don't need to time yourself. You don't need to say, you know what, this has to be done in 2 hours. Just say until, the next task has to be done. So you could do 2 practice papers, 3, or maybe even 1. There's another example I can give you where I set the bar of expectations extremely low so I couldn't fail. And that was back in January 2024. So basically, May 2023, I began my self-improvement journey. And, it was going well. Alhamdulillah, eating clean, exercising and whatnot. But somewhere along the way, I hit a rut. There was no discipline. It was just motivation. So I was eating junk food from August to December, nearly every single day. There'll be days, periods within the week, 3-4 days where I wouldn't eat junk food. But it would be no more than 1 week. Max, I think, was 7 days. And I remember that was in November. So yeah, I'd just be eating junk food and whatnot. And I would always say, you know what, today's the day I eat clean. However, what would happen? I'd eat good, maybe eggs, butter, toast, maybe chicken breast and potatoes. But by the evening time, I'd eat junk food. I'd have this, I'd have that. And the reason for this is because, yeah, I was eating clean from May to July to the start of August. However, because I entered a rut and I was eating bad every single day, I couldn't go back to my old extreme self. I had to set the bar of expectations low. And I didn't understand this until the start of January, where I was like, you know what? I need to follow this diet where I can eat anything I want, as much as I want. However, it has to be healthy. It can't be no chocolate bar, but it can be as many almonds as I want, as many cashews, as many fruit as I want, as many chicken wings, chicken breast, potatoes, coconut oil, olive oil, whatever the case may be, it has to be a single ingredient food and I could have a lot. And then what happened? This allowed me to get used to eating healthy. Cool, I've established the habit of eating healthy. Now it's time to reduce portion sizes. Then I started doing that. Now it's time to track calories, and now I do that. And so the thing is, yeah, what you have to understand is that you can be doing everything right, but then you hit 1 week where you do everything wrong. You're not going to go back to your old self. You need to start again. And this is what every self-improvement influencer says, especially Hamza, where he was like, you know what? It's not that you've gone off self-improvement, it's that, you still know it, it's still a thing there. You still have things that you need to do, but you need to set the bar of expectations low. It's like when you go back to a video game and you're a bit rusty, you can't just go into the main mission. You need to go on the side quests and build up your level again, or build up your expertise in the video game. And it's the same thing in real life. Whenever you go on a blip and you come back, you need to set the bar low and see what you can do, inshallah. But remember, productivity is the path to your dream life.